Hello, this is Wiz Watson, and my goal is to empower you. So let's look at converting between fractions and percent. It helps to know proportions and multiplication. Percent is just per 100. So let's look at some examples. I have 7/8. So that's 7 out of 8. So I want to know how many is that out of 100. So I set that equal to 100. And so I have a question mark on top. Now there's I know 3 ways of doing this problem. One way is I'm going to show you here. I want to know what that question mark is. I'm just going to cross cancel. Okay, so I have 7 over 8. Let's make that x over 100. We can cross cancel. 7 times 100 is 700. And 8 times x is just 8x. So we divide both top and bottom by 8. I get 87.5, and that's 87.5%. Let's look at the same fraction. We can do that in another way. If I take 7 out of 8, I can still set it equal to 100, and I want to know what this number is. All I need to know is what gets me from 8 to 100. 8 times what number gets me to 100, and I multiply that same number times 7. That's going to give me my percentage. That's going to give me my per 100. So I know this number to be 12.5. So 7 times 12.5, that should be, 7 times 12, 84, plus 3.5 is 87.5. Let's look at solving that same problem in a different way. Another quick way to solve this problem, if you're good with your fractions, is that's 7 divided by 8. So that's 7 divided by 8. I put 8 on the outside, 7 on the inside. It goes 0 times 0.0. 8 goes into 70. 8 times that's 64. I have 6, 0. That's 7 times 56. 4, 0, 5. Move it 2, so that's 0.875. I move it 2 decimal places. That gives me 87.5%. Out of these 3 methods, I use this one the most, but this one will always work. So that one can be your go-to if you're good with your fractions. So now let's convert percent to fraction. And let's look at 23%. That's 23 per 100. Now we want to simplify this, but 23 is a prime number, so that's simplified. Let's look at a number that's not simplified. Let's look at something 15%. 15 per 100. We see these have 0 on the end and 5 on the end, so we know 5 goes into both of these. 5 goes into 100 20 times. 5 goes into 15 3 times. So that's the fraction 3 over 20. And that should work for any number. If I take 0.1%, that's 0.1 still out of 100. And so with decimals, remember we move 1 decimal place. The decimal is here, we go 1 decimal place. So that goes 1 out of 1,000. We add a 0 here. So 0.1% is 1 over 1,000. So that's my secret. Know your proportions and your multiplication, and know that percent means per 100. And the biggest key is to practice these. Find some examples and just experiment with examples. Another key is to find some of the more difficult examples and work with those. If you can handle the difficult examples, then you can handle the easy examples. Then you can score highly on the test and really learn this concept. So hopefully this lesson was helpful to you. Please like, subscribe, share, support.